Hey guitar players, it's Nate from GuitarLessons.com here, and I wanted to share my top 7 underrated guitarists with you today. And this is just my personal preference, and the way I thought about this was these are some of my favorite acoustic players who I don't think get enough exposure, who I think if it would do guitar players around the world really good if they heard a lot of these guys. And I think this is going to be a cool resource for people to check out some new acoustic guitar players. But the thing that can make it even better is if you leave your top underrated acoustic guitarist in the comments below. Number 7, and these are in no particular order, is Phil KEAGGY. Phil KEAGGY has always been one of my biggest guitar heroes. He's a great electric player, but his acoustic playing is just on another level, on another world. And he is actually missing his middle finger on his picking hand. So he does all his fingerstyle stuff with just these, thumb and then first, third, and fourth fingers, which is just amazing, some of the stuff that he can do. And if I have one album that I would recommend for you to check out from Phil for his acoustic playing, it would be Acoustic Sketches, the first one. Number 6 is Don Ross, and I was guilty of underrating Don Ross as a player for a long time until he actually came out here to Guitareo and did some courses for us. I was just amazed at how good he was. His fingerstyle, his alternate tuning stuff is just absolutely amazing. And my album recommendation for you for Don Ross is, I have to say this slowly, A Million Brazilian Civilians. Number 5, and my dad's gonna be proud of me for this one, is BEPPE GAMBETTA. He's an amazing flat picking acoustic guitarist from Genova, Italy, I believe. But I first found out about him kind of by accident. My dad was like, hey, there's a guitar clinic going on tonight. We should go look at it. And I went there, saw him, and he's been one of my favorite acoustic guitar players ever since. And my album recommendation for you, if you've never heard of him before, is Blue di Genova. I have no idea if I said that right because it's Italian. Number 4, Andy Wood. And if you've never heard of Andy Wood, it's really not fair that he exists. Sorry, Andy, but he is equally good on the mandolin, electric guitar, and acoustic guitar. He's just one of the best guitarists on the planet, in my opinion. And his acoustic stuff is just so spot on. He's really worth checking out. My album recommendation for him, if you want to check it out, is a double album. It is half acoustic and half electric. It's called Caught Between a Truth and a Lie. Number 3, Doyle Dykes. This guitar player specifically actually changed my life. There are a few guitar players that, when you hear them and see them for the first time, they change your life and they change the way you think about guitar. And I remember I went to a Taylor clinic one time and I saw him play, and I didn't know half of the stuff that he did on guitar could even be done. He's one of the main reasons that I got into Travis picking. It just changed my view on the guitar in general. And the album that I would really recommend getting into or giving a listen to, if you've never heard of him before, is Guitareo 2000. Number 2, Dan CRARY. This is another influence from my dad. My dad had a Dan CRARY album when I was growing up, and I never really paid it much attention because I was into metal and stuff when I was younger. But the older I got and the more into acoustic I got, I started listening to it. And now it's a staple. I listen to it every few months, and I'm just blown away by it every time. And the name of that album is Jammed If I Do. It's mostly flat picking. All right, number 1, and this guy, I said this was no particular order, but this one is actually my number 1 underrated acoustic guitar player in the world, and that's Monte Montgomery. Again, just like Doyle Dykes, I remember exactly where I was when I first heard Monte Montgomery, or saw him, actually saw a video of him, and it changed the way I thought about guitar. He does stuff on acoustic guitar that most people can't even do on electric guitar. It's just insane. I'm pretty sure he can play anything in the world. But check it out. If you want to listen to an album by him, I really recommend The Mirror. It's an awesome album. So that's it for my top underrated acoustic guitar players. I'd really love for you to leave your top underrated acoustic guitar players in the comments below. That way we can all go check them out, listen, and be exposed to some great new acoustic music. See you later.